Later this episode, we're going to be doing another... From the top. Later this episode, we're going to be doing Ghosties on a Couch, that segment we do where we take advice from you guys. Hey, Ghosties, hey, lay down. Talk to us.
Yeah.
I have my therapist license, so I'd love to hear what's going on.
ELT.
But just to give a sneak preview of one,
Yeah.
a Ghostie sent in, at the Walgreens pharmacy drive-thru, the phone wasn't working, so I mouthed, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
She brought over a girl who could do American Sign Language, and she started signing. I was so embarrassed. I froze. What would you have done? It's not working. I can't hear.
I would have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. No problem. I'll be right back. I would have done.
That's how they end their sentences. And now your turn.
Okay. Yeah. They pass it off to you. I would have signed. And just hoped that like they would be like,
it's the pharmacy. You have to like show what's wrong.
Oh gosh. Yeah, you're right. Pharmacy. Yeah. It's not like normal words at a pharmacy.
It's not like where is the bathroom?
Right.
It's just like it's like Ozempic but cheaper. How do you get rid of that? How do you say that? Now I think about it, it's probably not a good start to your podcast. You can't. YouTube, we're acting things out.
Hey, say the Ozempic but cheaper part again, and then we'll roll the music from there.
Okay. I told the girl, it's like Ozempic but cheaper.
I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
Ghostrunners podcast.
Hey,
Great.
Whoa. Hey, Wednesday morning. Hi, Timon. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Brad. How are you?
You didn't keep the rhythm going.
It was such a fun rhythm too.
Oh, hey, baby. I'm just getting ready to juke some people at Arrowhead, baby.
We should be getting a playbook email any second. I hope we get it while we're recording.
Me too, dude, for multiple reasons.
Atipa said, I will send you, she said, I'm sending you a note that the playbook link is coming soon. Brad said, oh, that's so corporate, using the word playbook. I said, no, it's an actual playbook. We're going to get in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
We get to play.
I told Jay, I was like, I mean, obviously they wouldn't let us like go out and play on the field, but how amazing would it be if they're like, here's your locker, here's all your stuff, suit up, run out with the team in the tunnel. Yeah. We would be sore thumbs, first of all. I'd be way behind everybody else, just chugging along. I'd be like, let's go.
I would,
so awesome.
On one end, it feels like, oh yeah, we would like definitely stand out. But on the other end, it's like, there are people on the Chiefs team our size.
Yeah, but usually like if they're your size, they're not your skin color. And then usually if they're my size, they're taller than me. Like
that's true.
Like I'd be like the size of a cornerback out there, but like looking like a lineman.
Yeah, so I would need to, I got to go arm sleeves.
Okay.
To cover that up as best I can.
You go solid like undershirt arm sleeves, or would you just go a bunch of different
like a compression sleeve? Oh, a bunch of
like 5 different armbands. You know how some people do that?
No less than 12 wristbands.
Yeah,
just all the way up my arm. Red and yellow.
I think you should rock the quarterback little Velcro thing.
Yeah, I'm talking like Madden, create a player. Give me every accessory. This is my only time suiting up for the Chiefs. I'll take one of everything.
Totally, and just you get to keep those then.
Yeah,
I think it'd just be fun to just like be the guy. Like, I think, you know how like Mahomes always plays catch before he goes out on the field for every drive? I think you and I should also play catch next to Mahomes.
And just kind of, get it loose.
Yeah, get it loose just in case. And you'd have the armband on, so he's like, dang, I didn't realize we had this guy as a backup quarterback too.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm actually mainly looking at it. I'm not really throwing the ball that much. I'm just kind of looking down a bunch. This is my mallet finger. It makes it hard to throw the ball, so I'm just kind of catching and reading the plays.
I feel like in high school, like before I played before I played on Friday nights, they sometimes like we'd just be joking around on the sidelines, and every once in a while the coach would get so so fired up. Like, what are you guys doing?
Hey,
You
we
need to get in the
smiling?
game." Yeah.
We're down by 2 and you guys are smiling?
Like we're laughing. He's like, "I'm gonna put you in the game, Ellis. I'm gonna put you in just to show you." And I'm like, "I don't even have my gloves. Like I don't have anything with me. I don't have my mouth guard. I'm not ready to go in the game. Please don't put me on punt return." Like you get in trouble for just like joking around too much.
Yeah, it sounds like your football coach was wild from what I've heard.
Truly, like abuse, like verbally. One of my football coaches. Have I talked about this? One of them recently like got like arrested, went to prison for relations with a female student.
Oh, okay.
So that was my offensive line coach.
Oh, okay.
So there was my defensive line coach was amazing. He was awesome. Strong hands as well, but not no. I talk a lot about like the idea in anything, whether it's corporate leadership, parenting, whatever, the idea of like high challenge, high support.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think Sparky, my director at Keokuk, was awesome at that. Like so good at like, hey, I'm going to expect really, really like big things from you, but I'm also going to cheer you on and like be there with you. And this defensive line coach was that. He was like so pumped when I did well, like pushing me in the right direction, but also like, you have more in you. Like, let's go, push hard. Like, what are you doing? And I would respond to that well. But if someone just abused me the whole time,
Didn't like it.
No. And I think some people are weirdos and like get excited. Like, I need that negative. I need that negative, like reinforcement. Like you're no good.
Yeah. I want him to scream about my personal life. That's awesome.
Right. But if I do something good, that guy was screaming good things. If I did something bad, he was like, "Let's go. You're better than that. Come on." And I'm like, "I am better than that.
I am.
Get down the line. Let's do it again."
When I think about a defensive line coach, I think about an overweight guy standing up, kind of using it as a Kano. It's a ball attached to a stick and the ball is painted green. Did you guys do that?
There you go.
There you go.
No, I know I've seen Spagnola use those.
Okay, we always had them in our so the ball's painted green. It stands, it blends in with the grass. That way you really pay attention to watch the ball.
Oh, that's why they do that.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense.
Teach you to watch the ball. You don't listen to the quarterback.
No, our defensive line coach, I mean, he wasn't the most in shape guy, but the offensive line coach was the big man.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh yeah, man, we'll get brats after this." And it's like, I don't want brats. I just want to go home. Yeah.
I want to hang out with you more.
So anyway. So that's the playbook. What? Yeah.
No email yet.
That's fine. We'll get there.
Speaking of sports, a couple days ago, something came across my feed. It was a pickleball video. I like to make those.
Yeah.
Me and my buds. And anyway, so we shot a video a few weeks ago. It's one of our best performing short form videos in a long time. It was like when you miss an overhead, and we had the whole torture scene. Timon did a really good job shooting and editing it, color grading it. It was awesome. Looked really good.
Brandon's van.
Yeah. Yes. Brando's Vano. Mm-hmm. And anyway, that's like our first million view video in a little bit. First like TikTok, it was very well performed video. And a few days ago, I see someone else post. I guess I don't need to show it to you. They posted the exact same video. They made their own.
Oh.
The exact same video.
Not literally reposting your video, but taking your idea.
So it's one thing. So this has happened to me and Trey or people before, like maybe once a year something like this happens. It's usually like, it's annoying, whatever, move on. They don't know any better. They're not actually a creator or anything. They probably don't even know they're stealing. This is another pickleball company who also sells paddles and also creates content to promote their paddles.
Oh, is it? You don't have to say it, but like, is it?
I will say it. I'm mad at them.
Okay.
Addict Pickleball.
Okay.
So
have they done something like this already once?
Not to us, company? But they have stolen from other people before.
Okay.
So, I mean, everything, look it up, Timon, Addict Pickleball.
Okay.
They stole everything. So it's like the premise is the same, like when you miss an overhead. The framing, the composition of every single shot is the same. The same lines are the same. "Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, it's okay. Come with me." And walk over his side. "You going to show me some of your phone or something?" Something like that. Pushes them down. Trips. I mean, it's a shot for shot remake of what we did. Using the same dialogue.
I'm just looking at it.
The same jokes. Like they didn't elevate it. They didn't make it their own. They just redid our viral video.
They did the sudden color change.
They did the color change. They dunked a guy in the water. They had duct tape over the mouth. Whatever. They did the whole thing. So I saw it and I was like, that's kind of crazy. Like it's one thing to like someone stole my joke or whatever. Like they took time to like, they spent hours like taking our, whatever content. And so if they weren't also selling paddles, I don't even know if I would have cared, but it's like we are directly competing with them, not only in content and in manufacturing and sales and everything. And so,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was crazy. I just couldn't believe this. And so then I go look at their page, and their top two of their pinned reels are also things that they stole from other people.
Not you, but like other accounts.
Anyway.
Wow. And so you commented, I see.
Yeah, they said, thanks for the inspo, Friday Pickleball. And I said,
you bet. Yeah.
I said, this is an inspo. You stole everything. And then so I was like, I'm going to DM him.
Yeah.
And so I said, hi there, my name is Jake. I'm one of the owners of Friday Pickleball, as well as a touring stand-up comedian. In the comedy world, what you might call inspo, we would call stealing. After looking through your page, it's clear that this isn't the first time something like this has happened, is it? In fact, your two most popular reels are directly lifted from tennis creators. At Friday Pickleball, we're committed to delivering top-tier content and delivering high-quality pickleball gear our customers can trust. When your content relies on taking work from others, it not only undermines the creativity of this community, but also sends the wrong message to your audience. What do you want your followers to think when they see the content that's stolen from your competition? And he said, hi, Jake. This is Nick. Thanks for the input. We share different perspectives on this.
Period? That's it?
No, there's a little more.
Okay.
But that was a period at that point. I was like, with different perspective. What do you... He said, as far as competition goes, we don't view you as a competitor. And I said, you sell paddles, we sell paddles. You make content to promote paddles, we make content to promote the paddles. I said, whether you decide to see us as competitors or not, we put a lot of time and effort into brainstorming, scripting, creating our content. It's really frustrating when that work is taken. Please don't do that in the future.
Yeah.
He said, we build products. You sell others' products. We will continue to do what's best for our company. It's like, what is that? No, we don't. We do the same thing you do. So all I did was just send him a link to FridayPickle.com. And then I was like, I don't know if he even understands what he's saying.
Do you see?
What an incompetent guy.
Yeah, just infuriating. And at the same time, I was like, you know what? I don't need to get into it. What we sell in a day, he sells in a month.
Yeah,
Why
it's
do
not
I
going
care
to make
about
or
this?
break what you're doing.
Yeah.
What's
I don't want
this?
it to become a trend, though.
Well, have you seen Friday FRY, Friday Pickleball? There's an account called Friday Pickleball.
I saw that. I was looking at the comments. There's an account.
And
They
it
have
looks exactly like
your
yours.
logo, but with a Y.
What?
And it's just one. It's just one video, and it's that video.
What the heck?
And it looks like they tagged Addict Pickleball, like it's like a collab post, and one of them is Friday Pickleball.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I'm not sure what to make of that.
Look at the collaborators on the post itself.
One of them is
Friday Pickleball, but with a Y.
That's so odd.
Also, I'm very curious. Like, have you talked to Scott? I'm sure you have. Of course you have about this. Because when you responded to that, he responded.
Sam did.
Wait, Sam responded? Wait, I lost the comment.
Oh, yeah. Sam was, Scott's wife was in the comments.
Well, I saw him tag Sam, but I didn't see. Oh, jeez. What happened? I've been off social media. I just don't know how to use it anymore.
Friday with a Y.
That's very.
They have 448 followers. Dude, this is bad. What does it mean?
Something's up here. So wait.
Friday with a Y. It's our logo. What the heck?
Yeah, they're really. Thanks for the inspo. I mean, it's just your inspo on the logo, though.
I inspired this.
We literally were just talking about like changing somebody's logo, but changing one letter on it or something.
Okay, so they just.
So wait, did Samantha?
I think they just changed one of their old Instagrams into this because look how many tags they have. They've been tagged in so much stuff, and none of those tags were Friday Pickleball.
Oh, I see.
So it looks like it used to be an account called Addict Highlights, if I had to guess, based on the common denominator here.
So okay, my thing here. Let's really get into this. Thanks for the inspo at Friday Pickleball, and then you responded, "This isn't inspo. This is copying." Blah blah blah, and then Addict Pickleball. All they commented was at Concepto Creator, who was the original person that said thanks for the inspo, at Samantha Peck, and then below that Samantha Peck responded and said, "Yeah, maybe you shouldn't. She said, maybe you shouldn't take your video down." It's okay. She's from Missouri. And come up with your own content. But do you think that she commented that first and then it's just coming out of order here?
Yeah, I'm confused because I see the same order. Where
it's just so weird that they just
Sam Peck.
They just tagged Samantha. That's all they said. They didn't like respond or anything. Anyway.
Dude, what is this account? Friday with a Y.
And then somebody else said, Friday Pickleball's exact video, .. awk. And they said, appreciate the compliment. We thought their production was way better. ... Awk. That's so.
And when you go down to the comments that are quote hidden by Instagram or whatever, someone just said, this is an at Friday pickleball video. Get your own content. And they said,
that's
they,
nice.
they replied, looks like an addict pickleball video to me. Smiley face.
See, that's what I'm saying. They don't like.
I'm ready to go to bat for these. I'm ready to freaking. Let's fight, dude.
It's crazy to be caught stealing, and you're like, no, we didn't.
Or just to like be like, I don't care, basically.
Yeah,
They're just like,
yeah.
yeah.
What are you gonna do about it? We don't have any creativity. What can you do about it? We're gonna keep stealing.
It's just a rough way to make money. Like it's just like that. If that's really how you want to be successful, is just be like, yeah.
That's the route I was trying to go. Like, is this really what the message you want to send to your customers?
That's kind of like when I get scammed, I try to like make this guy like, there's better ways to make money than scamming people.
Go lay shingles.
You will sleep so much better if you have an honest day's work here, brother. Like I promise, like bring some value to the world here. So that's don't spend too much of your energy, but I'll spend some energy on it.
Yeah, someone needs to take care of this. At a certain point, this is, I mean, it's not detrimental, but it is a bad sign of, I don't know what they're going to do with this. Friday with a Y. Stop. Leave us alone.
That is wild.
It's trippy seeing like angles that we came up with. Like
They did the exact same thing.
Reused. That's so weird.
Like when you said like they stole our idea, I was like, that stinks. But like, surely there's been another video out there that was similar to what you did in a different context, not pickleball related or something. You know,
Right.
like it's not like the first time that anybody's ever like gone over dramatic with something. But like they didn't even change it from like when your partner misses a whiff to like when your partner serves it out or something like that.
Yeah, like it's kind of a different video.
Like that at least is like respectable enough to be like, okay, I guess they probably stole that from us, but we don't know for sure. It's like, no, they literally like said like, what did they say on that line? Okay, that's our next thing we need to say.
Yeah, they're just watching our video and just.
I'm fired up now, dude. I'm fired up for them. Like, I don't know, for multiple reasons.
I just texted to Matt immediately. I feel like we should reach out with a cease and desist. Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
He's going to say yes. That's wow. What a find. Live on the body. We're doing true crime right now.
Yeah, exactly. Should I DM them something?
Hey guys, love your Friday paddles.
Yeah.
Where can I get one?
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Dude, see if they respond by the time the podcast is over. That'd be awesome. Hey guys, absolutely love your videos.
Should I message Friday with a Y or should I message Addict Pickleball?
Friday with a Y. See if
Okay.
they respond there. Hey guys, love your videos. Remind me, which one of you guys is a comedian?
Okay.
Saw him on tour. That stuff's awesome.
Hey guys,
It was in the headphones.
I'm in the Bluetooth. Oh shoot. Sorry guys.
Wow, that is
pungent. Hey guys, love the videos or love the paddles? Love the videos. So funny and original. Curious, where can I buy one of those Friday paddles? Is that good?
Yeah, it's fun.
That's great.
One of those super original Friday paddles. Is that good? Yeah. Would love to support y'all. And the mission you have. 2 exclamation points.
Good.
Ah,
Now we wait.
I'm gritting my teeth out of frustration for these guys.
Just like when you
man.
think about animals.
Yeah, dude. Like I can get so much more. Just like you. Like I can get more fired up for other people.
Yeah.
Injustice for other people. Like for me, I'm like, it's not a big deal.
I'll be all right.
It's healthier if I just don't worry about it. But it's like
Someone else?
I'll fall asleep easy no matter what tonight. So I'm ready to go. Like I'm ready to friggin' fight for you, man. Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, it's just it's not a great way of going about business. I didn't even know they were trying to directly copy us. So throw that on top of already copying us,
Just weird.
and just also we're just refusing to acknowledge like, hey, we caught you. Like, hey, you stole from us. I see it differently. We have different views on this.
Just wait till you have kids. I mean, that's what Bo does all the time. Like Bo, you just hit Rosie. Well, I didn't know I was hitting her. I didn't know. I didn't.
She moved into me.
What were you trying to accomplish by hitting her? I forgot that I hit her. I don't know. I don't know. Like you were trying to hurt her, weren't you? I don't even know if I hit her. Go to your room. We'll deal with you later. Oh man. So that's drama in the social media world, brother.
Yeah, that's funny.
I can't wait for the comments of that video on Wednesday when this comes out to just be blown up.
Hopefully that account does not exist by
That's a good point. Yeah,
Wednesday.
that's true. That's true.
So wild, dude. Or maybe they're like, hey, Jake got in the door with having a fake Friday, not fake Friday, but like a second Friday account.
This is my way to get to the Friday, guys.
I'll get ownership too. How hard is it? Just make some videos, add some content. Oh man. All right, I have a little segment for us today.
Fun, Brad.
We'll call this pranks with a Z. Pranks. So we have
Pranks.
yeah, we have that great inside joke from back in the Peter's house day, in the Riggs house. Something prank.
Yeah.
So a loyal ghostie sent me this text the other day. Let me find it. She said, "Hey Brad, my sister and I listen all the time, and we joke all the time using the Ghostrunners prank lingo. And here are a few of my real life incidents that have happened recently if you need any content for the podcast." So then she mentions all these real life pranks, aka just like hilarious, like
Just situations.
ironic things that happened to her. And I was like, are these all your real life? And I was like, she's like, yes, these are all things that have happened to me in the last like 2 months. I was like, would you mind just like leaving us voice memos explaining every one of these pranks, quote unquote?
Okay.
And we can just respond to them. So I haven't listened to any of these voice memos. I know the general idea. So I'm going to read off each prank, and then we're going to listen to the voice memo, the story about it, and then we can respond together. Okay?
Fun.
So this to paint the picture, this girl is, we'll call it around our age, maybe a little bit younger than us, young professional. And yes, that's what we need to know. So, all right. So the first prank, should we say it in the prank voice?
Yeah, please.
The one where you don't know which state you are a bridesmaid in prank. So here we go.
So I had a roommate that I was roommates with about 3 years ago, and she asked me to be in her wedding. And of course, I was very excited to be in her wedding. We have lived apart in different states for the past 3 years. So I'm in Kansas, she's in Georgia. All that to say is I booked my flight about 3 months ago for her wedding to Atlanta, thinking her wedding was in Georgia. And come to find out, a week before her wedding, I go onto her registry website to, buy her something, and realize her wedding is not in Georgia, it is in Alabama. The good news is, either way, I would have flown into Atlanta, so I'm glad I didn't screw up there, but I did find it very funny that I had no idea that her wedding this whole time was in Alabama until a week before the wedding, when she asked me to be a bridesmaid probably 6 months ago.
Just the idea of like, first of all, just anytime somebody that hasn't seen you in like 3 years is like, will you be a bridesmaid? It's like, I gotta say yes to this.
Yeah. Oh,
Like-
COVID was tough on you, huh? Didn't make a lot of friends.
Like, okay, yeah, we missed each other. And then to like be like, I don't know anything really about her anymore. What's going on?
It's somewhere down there. I know I'm flying to Atlanta. I don't know where it's at.
Atlanta's kind of the connector for all those things anyway. Like if I'm flying to Mobile, I'm going to Atlanta first. So just the idea of right beforehand being like, wait,
Wrong state prank.
am I? Yeah. They
great.
said Georgia. I thought it was, the state. It's actually the country of Georgia.
Republic of Georgia.
Right. So that's that prank. The next one, the one where your dad's the plaintiff attorney and a guy you dated is on the jury prank.
Whoa.
So this summer, my dad had a trial, and normally attorneys don't go to trial. They're able to figure things out before that, but it was really cool, so he got to go to trial. And not only was he in trial where in the town he works in, but it was in the town I live in Wichita. And so I was like, okay, I'll go watch like some of the trial. Well, funny thing is, my boyfriend's best friend is a clerk for the district attorney. And so I, walk in with him and we sit down in the courtroom, and right as we sit down, I look over to the jury and I see a guy I've been on a date with before, and this was like over a year and a half ago. But the jury is like 8 people. There's probably 400,000 people in Wichita that could have been in that position, and of course, one of the people in the jury is this guy I've been on a date with, and I just found it so funny because here my dad is, trying to convince the jury, and here he's just sitting having no idea that is my father.
Good prank.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Just imagine, yeah. Would he have gotten, kicked off the jury had he known, or had they?
Oh, I'm sure.
Right? Like,
conflict of interest.
Yeah, something.
Have you ever been summoned for jury duty?
You feel like summoned is the right word?
Summoned.
Yeah.
Summoned.
You've been on the summons? One time, but I didn't have to go in for it. I called a phone number and they said, you do not have to come in.
I don't know if it's just because I move all the time. They haven't tracked me down.
Yeah.
They don't hit me up.
Catherine had to go in maybe 2 years ago and didn't get selected, but was like wanting to get selected.
Yeah.
Like, of course, that's just who she is. Like, I love the judicial process.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
It's what built this country.
I remember my dad was on a jury one time for like, I don't know, it felt like 2 weeks. And he was never allowed to talk about it until afterwards. And it was this
It's the Olathe Strangler.
Yeah, it was this big trial about sippy cups or something.
Oh.
He's like, by the end of this thing, I'll tell you, like, I know everything there is to know about a specific thing, and I'll tell you all about it. Like, like it's like very nondescript about it. But yeah, it's just, it sounds like, I don't think that very often lawyers actually go to trial for things. And so the fact that he's even in this thing, and then of course, the small odds, and there she is just sitting there with some other guy, a clerk.
Thanks a lot.
So
Katie Kennedy had jury duty recently, and she was running late. And by the time she got there, like, oh, you're good, we're already
really?
run. So life hack, show up a little late to jury duty.
there you go. Just like be like, I might be in labor soon enough, so I don't think I can do this.
Yeah.
My uncle one time got out of jury duty. I don't think he was trying to get out of it. Maybe he was, but he thought that one of the defendants or whatever, one of the people in the trial looked like Charles Barkley. And they're like, do you have anything against Charles Barkley? He's like, I don't love him. And they're like, all right, he's out.
That's funny.
So if you ever need a hack there, if you don't want to be in jury duty.
Go the Charles Barkley route. It has to be Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
No other celebrity.
Very polarizing guy. All right, next prank. The one where you found out your boyfriend went to the same therapist as your parents and you prank.
Wow.
Okay, so on my first date with my boyfriend, I am a therapist, and so we're talking things about therapy and all that jazz, and he's telling me his experience with therapy, and so I ask him, I'm like, what therapist did you go to? And he tells me the name, and I start cracking up because not only have I been to this therapist, but when I went to this therapist, I found out that was also my parents' therapist and did not know that. And so not only had my parents been to this therapist and I had been to this therapist, but this guy I had just gone on a date with has also been to this therapist.
Wichita's a small little town.
I tell you what, you're a Christian in Wichita. You stay put. You stay close.
Hey, good for that therapist. Didn't violate anything. He's like, man, I'm getting it from both ends here, and I just got to keep quiet. They don't even know.
Yeah, exactly.
He's hearing it. He's like,
He's like, that's not how he put it.
I mean,
yeah,
the voice in my head.
Your parents would not be approving of what you're saying to me. We know a therapist in Wichita. What if it's full circle? It's all Warehand. Zach. We'll text somebody. Hey, can you give us a list of all your clients?
Yeah, they're chill with that.
That's legal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just another one. It's just like, this therapist knows more about us. Like, this therapist just tell us right now, should we keep dating or not?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. You guys are not compatible. All right. I think I got 2 more.
I'm not sure.
3 more. Okay. We'll just keep going. The one where you call your niece and nephews in for dinner and find your 2-year-old nephew on the roof prank.
Okay. 2-year-old.
Okay, so a week ago, I was in Colorado Springs with my sister and her family, and I decided to babysit the 3 kids while they go on a date night, Aunt Juju in her prime. All that to say is I prefer the type of babysitting, parenting style where you let the kids kind of roam free and do what they want to do and not so much helicopter parenting, if you get my drift. All that to say, they were outside playing with Nerf guns. They were having a great time. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go inside and cook dinner. So I go inside, I cook dinner. And I call the kids in for dinner. And first my 5-year-old nephew comes in, and then soon after my 6-year-old niece comes in. And then I'm like, where's Herschel? Herschel's my 2-year-old nephew.
Herschel.
They lead me outside, and sure enough, Herschel's on the crest of the roof, sitting on the roof, just chilling. And I'm like, oh my good Lord. And so, I try to get Adeline, the 6-year-old, to go get him, and he doesn't want to come down. And finally I scurry up there and get him down. But they just decided to go play on the roof without me knowing.
Herschel sounds like a troublemaker. Yeah.
Herschel.
Come on, Herschel.
2-year-old on a roof is that's too young for a roof.
That's too young for a roof. I'm also curious the physics of how to get up there. Like this must be a pretty close roof to the ground. How are they climbing? Even a 2-foot roof off the ground is pretty hard for Herschel to get up to.
Yeah.
Hirsch.
Maybe a really agile 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Right. Unless, was it Adeline?
Adeline involved.
She's a accomplice.
Adeline.
Adeline?
I like this person.
Get Herschel off the roof, yeah.
This person wanted to be anonymous, but we did get Aunt Juju in there. So you got some clues.
Okay, Juju.
Okay. Not a Gentile.
Found her in the Gentile market. Oh man. I like also that she's an aunt, but she's like, I prefer this kind of parenting. This is my I've decided
kinda how I do it.
Free range. Which hey, I agree with you. I think they should let them play until all of a sudden you find them on the roof.
Let them play.
Rosie would absolutely go up on the roof.
Yeah.
She would love it and have no qualms. Hattie would tell me immediately though if she's on the roof. Okay, last but not least here. I like this one. Wait, let me find it. The one where you and your friend are in an Airbnb in Maine. You go to sleep early and your friend decides to read out on the porch and then gets locked out and spends the entire night outside. Prank.
Last but not least, so about a month ago, a friend and I traveled to the state of Maine to have a little post-graduation vacation, and we're having a good old time. We went to Acadia National Park. We went to the farmer's market. We went to the beach. All these great things. We're having a great time. And so we decide for a last night to kind of have a more relaxed night in the Airbnb. We go back. We're enjoying time together. We decide to lay down and, have some pillow talk. And then I'm about to go to bed. And so I'm like, I'm going to go to bed. And she's like, great, I'm going to go on the front porch and read. So that's exactly what we do. I go straight to sleep. She goes out in the front porch, leaves her phone inside, takes her book. Anyway, about an hour and a half goes by and she's like, okay, I'm ready to go back to bed. And she tries to unlock the door, and sure enough, the door is locked. It locked on her. And I am all the way back in the bedroom, and there's like a kitchen between the bedroom and there's a little corridor area. So there's 2 doors. So she's not only knocking on one door, but there's another door. So I am dead asleep, can't hear her at all. She's knocking, I am out to the world. And so all that to say is she decides to spend the night on the front porch of the Airbnb at 11 p.m. And, she could have come around and knocked on the window, and she said she considered that. However, she heard a bunch of creatures, and there's this big forest next to our Airbnb. Our Airbnb was on a farm, and she hears all these creatures, and she's afraid. She doesn't have her phone for a light. So she's like, I'd rather sleep on the porch than go brave the wilderness to knock on my friend's window and wake her up. But as soon as light struck at 4 a.m., she goes, knocks on my window. I hear this knocking. I run to the front door. She sprints right past me to go to the bathroom. And that was a crazy time. The next night when we are in Boston at dinner, I asked her, have you ever been camping before? And she said, nope. And if that is what camping's like, I never want to do it again in my life.
That's a pretty funny prank.
That is a good prank.
Yeah. Pranked. What she needed was Herschel in her life. She could have thrown Herschel up on the roof. Herschel would have
been scared. No farm animals.
No, he would have knocked on that window quick. Because that's what I thought when I was hearing this. I was like, surely there's a window by this room, but she was nervous of all the creatures.
I kind of relate to the, just finding a different solution other than just venturing into the unknown darkness. I relate to that. I'm like, yeah, I think I would have just as opposed to sleeping outside, I think I would have gone and eventually worked up the courage. But I don't like the foresty darkness.
And you live not really in the foresty darkness, but you live where there's more creatures than most.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything.
So I know a thing or two.
Jake said one time there's no shadows in the daytime or something like that. You had some phony phrase.
Yeah, there's no creeks.
No creeks in the daytime. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
that.
Everything's scarier at night.
Everything's scarier at night. Yeah. You hear one thing, any kind of rustling, and you assume bear every time. In the main, yeah.
Daytime? Oh, probably a dog. Probably a cute dog.
Probably a cute
I'm going to run towards it.
beaver. Let's go see what's gnawing down. What kind of tree you got?
Oh,
today,
fun.
beaver?
I bet it's a cute beaver.
I bet it's an otter. A little otter.
But then even a beaver at night is scary though.
Anything at night's scary.
Yeah.
Because it's either nocturnal and it's not used to seeing humans, or it's it's a beaver that's angry for being awake.
Can't
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, can't sleep, ready to gnaw on you.
Ready to
Gnaw,
gnaw.
dude.
Shred the gnaw.
Yeah. Whoopah. So, anyway, that's Aunt Juju's pranks.
Hey,
Shout out to Aunt Juju.
and Juju, you know what keeps me happy in the daytime?
What?
Couple things.
Okay.
Lack of beavers in my life.
Yes.
Sunshine. Main Street Roasters.
Main Street Roasters, baby.
You know, just our motto as a podcast is live in the light.
What?
No, you had it. You knew it.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
We say it every day before you
It's like
record.
before it's in our opening like chant.
We make eye contact individually. I go, hey, live in the light, Jake.
1, 2, 3.
Live in the
light.
light. Live in the light. Live in the light. Live in the light.
Live in the light.
Live in the light.
We go
Why
over
was
it.
it weird that Brad?
I don't know. Like time it. Like it's our motto is live in the light.
Yeah, I don't know why it threw me off when you said it.
It's a thing in unison. He's not supposed.
I know.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe he was surprised that like
I don't know what's so funny about that. It's serious. I don't know what caught me off guard. But that is our motto. And what can help you live in the light?
Main Street Roasters.
Main Street Roasters.
Yeah. Coffee,
Coffee.
specifically from Main Street Roasters.
You don't need this coffee to keep you up all day. You need it to keep you up in the light.
In the light. I want to be in the light
Good.
as you are in the light. I want to shine like the stars in the heavens. Oh Lord, be my light and be my salvation. Wow. All I want to do is be in the light.
You're like writing a song like in front of me. It's amazing.
Tell me, yeah, what's going on inside of me? Was I despise my own vocation?
And it's something about coffee, right?
Yes, I despise my $5 lattes.
Yeah.
I want to live in the light. Main Street Roasters at in the morning. I want to drink all the brews
Yep.
in their catalog.
Mm-hmm.
Napa in October is gonna be a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
All I want is to be in the light.
Live in the light. Live in the light.
So
We'll see you in October. If you want to come, see us there, hanging out at Main Street Roasters. In the meantime, buy some off their website. MainStreetRoasters.com. GRKC will get you 10% off all your coffee needs.
that's right.
All your coffee needs. Go get them.
Come on. I love me some Main Street. Single origin, small batch, best blend.
I've got some Ghosties on a Couch submissions.
Yes.
Jonah said, since this podcast is heavily informative in stock trading, I'd love to hear advice from all three of you on which stocks to keep an eye on this next year.
Sure. Sure. Okay, first and foremost, hoverboard. Like the big one though, not the knockoffs. Like the big one is I'm bullish on hoverboard.
That's good.
Bullish.
I am bullish on anything that reminds me of a bull.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of power and unity like that. Timon's Googling stocks right now. I think
no.
I see his fingers moving. Okay,
Interesting,
stocks.
Timon. Not the finance bro that we hired, I suppose. Okay. you
Also
like
Sprite.
Sprite just in general.
Look out.
Not Coca-Cola, but Sprite.
They're gonna break off.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
I think playgrounds aren't going anywhere. I think that they're going to get there. We're developing more and more homes.
What's the publicly traded playground company?
It's a Tyke, Fisher Price Tyke.
Yes.
International.
So get it while you can.
I would. I think playgrounds, trampolines,
Anything outdoor, sleeping bags.
sleeping bags. I don't. Yeah. What's that? Eno, the hammock company.
They're big.
They're big. They're big and getting bigger. Right.
Double wides.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ramen.
Okay.
I don't know who the parent company is, but figure it out.
Marichal or whatever that starts with an M.
Ramen.
Ramen people.
Yeah. Yep. Timon, you have any stocks to keep an eye on?
MySpace.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Sears.
Sears.
Look out.
Sears is going nowhere but up. Like
Yep.
there's no chance for it not to.
It's a GameStop situation.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Motorola.
Motorola.
Hello, Moto. Hello, bank account.
And while we're at it, just Nokia. I do like a what's that called? A parlay.
I think it's like, I think it's like cable TV.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Dish.
Yeah.
Dish is all right. Yeah. I think Comcast. What's Comcast up to? Comcast is doing mobile stuff now.
US Cellular type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, kind of a similar question from Sarah. Brad, tips for whiny/fighting young kids.
Oh my gosh.
My 2 and 4-year-old woke up fighting and just shows violence no matter what I do. Tips to de-escalate, not lose your mind.
How old? What did she say?
2 and 4.
That is our exact situation.
Rose and Bow.
Rosenbow, Oklahoma. I think the tips, literal, like actual things. Well, I'll start with the funny ones. I would say just let them fight and see what happens.
See who the alpha is.
What's it? Well, who does natural selection? Is that Fisher Price too?
Yep.
Okay. I would say natural select. Let them see who wins.
Yep.
Especially if the oldest one's a
Gladiator.
girl. I think it's a little more. It's a little more of a fair fight. Right now, we got the older one being a boy, and Bo's just naturally. But Rosie will snatch things out of Bo's hands as well.
Okay.
So
Good grip strength.
I mean, we're still trying to figure it all out, but we talk it out with them, kind of like we were making fun of last week of like, we're going to let those people have layovers, or it's
They have connecting departures.
oh yeah. It's all about, I think I just genuinely, it's just like trying to get them to make the choice to do the right thing of like, hey, once Bo chooses to share, it's not a huge deal. Like for a while, it's like, Rosie took my pillow, whatever. And it's like, okay, Bo, you can play with that pillow, but when you're done, can you please give it to Rosie? And all of a sudden, 5 seconds later, it's like, actually, I don't want this pillow anymore. Here you go,
If
Rosie.
she's not screaming for it, I don't want it.
Yeah, it's all about like, reverse psychology kind of stuff. So that's parenting, reverse psychology, pretty much. So, and I think, I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I definitely am like, okay, you do that. Like you get to choose that thing, then I'll let Rosie choose this thing. Like Bo, you choose the color plate that you want today for lunch, then Rosie chooses all the spoons, including your spoons. Or you can give her your plate. You want to share your plate?
Yeah.
Then you whatever. I don't know if that's right or wrong to bargain like that, but it works. So,
This is another one that I feel like you're going to have some answers for. Anna says, give me all the menu hacks you know. Any restaurant.
Okay.
Accepted.
I think
Menu hacks.
this is less of a menu hack, but more just like Taco Bell, McDonald's use their apps.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is great for apps, especially if you're going to a new Chick-fil-A. Every time you go to a new location and you use like a mobile order or use like your scan or whatever, almost always the owner from that Chick-fil-A will send you a freebie within a week or something of like, here's a free sandwich. Thanks for coming. You don't have to use it. So like I'm driving through Indiana. It's like stop at that Chick-fil-A and then all of a sudden that owner. So if you go to 5 different Chick-fil-A's, you might be getting on these different databases.
Menu hack.
Let's see. I mean, I've talked about the ice cream cones at McDonald's just being like, can we just get a really big ice cream
Can I
cone?
get a tall one?
Yeah, just asking for that. I mean, you can just steal, like order a water and then just not get water in the cup. That's a classic.
You like to, if you're going to get double chicken, wait till they've served you single chicken at Chipotle.
I tried. Yeah, I think they're getting wise to that though. Like I tried to do that recently and they did not give me very much on the second thing of chicken.
Oh, it
like-
wasn't double.
That was, yeah. Chipotle's got a lot though. It's like, I'm a big fan of like, they give you as much chicken as they have proportion to the rice. So get a lot of rice and they'll put more chicken on there.
Yeah.
Or if you get half chicken, half steak, it's not doubled meat, but they give you more than they would if they were just getting one meat. I don't know. You got any time in? You're more in the hack stage than I am.
I don't know. I fully agree on the apps.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not just a super like bargainy guy where I'm just like, or I'm not the one to be bold enough to be like, can I just like I feel like some people will just be like, can I just get a discount? I feel like some people are just like bold. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't know.
I will
But
say
any
go
like
ahead.
fast food place, I feel like I'll check out an app just to see.
I back in the day the hack, and you can't do this anymore, I don't think. But Starbucks, if you just order a black coffee or an iced coffee, they just send it, and then they have like the whole station where you can doctor it up yourself.
Oh,
And it was like $2 or something like that. And you can just do your own cream and sugar and whatever.
yeah. If you're trying to
So
cut a little corn.
cut a little corn. Yeah. Another hack is just goodranchers.com for your meat. It's way cheaper than getting it to that steakhouse. You go to one dinner at steakhouse, or you could get a whole month's supply at home from goodranchers.com.
That's right.
So that's an unofficial ad for them.
Have they texted back anything?
Not
official?
yet, brother. So that's our unofficial ad.
Speaking of Good Ranchers, we have a new promo, and I'm just thinking of this off the top of my head. We've got an upcoming election soon, and remember, your voice isn't just heard at a ballot box. You can vote with your dollar, is what I'm thinking of just now. When you choose Good Ranchers, you're casting your vote for 100% American meat. I thought, right? And actually, don't worry about Brad. Brad, you just take a breather on this one. So with the presidential... Hold on, I'm thinking. The presidential promo, you can subscribe to any Good Ranchers box and get a free add-on for the next 4 years or until the next election. I like that they do that at Good Ranchers. They're like, all right, we're doing a summer games thing. This is only going to happen until the next, free add-on until the next summer games or 4 years, whichever comes first. So same here. Free add-on, chicken breast, ground beef, bacon, salmon for 4 years or until the next presidential election. Maybe it'll be 5. So all American, all delicious. GRKC's the code. Get you $25 off your first box, plus free shipping, plus a free add-on for 4 years. That is anywhere between a $1 and $10 million value. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but you don't have to wait until November to vote. Vote with your dollar. Get American meat delivered. GoodRanchers.com. Timon, question for you from Natalia. Does Timon have any advice for someone who wants to start in acting/performing arts?
Start in it?
Yes, someone who wants to start. Let's say Natalia's 14.
Good question. Advice. I think just don't get embarrassed.
Ooh.
Because especially with advice that I've gotten a lot and just have seen if I implement it is once you feel silly with how much you are speaking loudly and enunciating, you're getting to the right point, I think. Once it feels ridiculous how loud you're talking and how exaggerated you're kind of speaking and stuff. Since it's on stage, it's not a movie. If you were acting in a movie, you wouldn't have huge dramatic movements and stuff.
Sure.
But yeah, I think just don't be afraid if it feels a little silly. That's my
Yeah,
advice.
because you are literally
silly.
being dramatic.
Yes, yeah,
You're supposed to be that way. Yeah.
And it's a little different in what I've done with it's very small stages and small theaters. But on a big stage, you have to have big movements, or it's not going to translate. So I don't know. Just don't be afraid to be extra.
Yeah. That's a good word.
Thank you.
Good. Girl named Alexa says, I need some good comebacks for people who make the joke about my name with the Amazon Alexa. Alexa, what's the weather? What does she say back to that?
Depends on the person asking, but if they're short, you can say, I don't know. You tell me. You're way down there.
Yeah, pretty different from where you're standing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say just make fun of them physically no matter what.
I think so. Yeah. Tall. You tell me, lightning rod.
Yeah. Lightning rod's a good insult.
You're a big guy. I don't think it matters if it's raining outside. You'll go out there and get some food, Tubbo. Right?
A cohesive insult. No matter if it's raining or not, you'll still go out there and get some food. Because you're big.
Because you're big. You won't let that stop you, will you?
What's the weather? Hopefully cloudy with a chance of meatballs, string bean. I can see your ribs. Yeah, just physical traits probably.
Just
go after them.
Really go after them.
Childhood trauma.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe ask first, hey, what's the weather, Alexa? And you're tell me your most embarrassing moment. Well, one time I accidentally put on my sister's dress when I was getting ready for church. And then you're like, well, I don't know what to do with that. But
You could mishear them like voice assistants do.
Oh, yeah.
You said, should I wear a sweater?
I didn't get that.
Yeah. Just say,
Maybe
sorry,
just,
I didn't get that.
I didn't get that.
I didn't get that.
I didn't get that.
Come again?
Yeah. Something like that. My mom, you guys like Alexa? Are you Alexa people?
I don't use a lot of voice stuff.
We have a couple or one or two.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like them to play music and stuff.
I feel like my mom's classic. She's a technology as far as for her age, she's more advanced in technology and loves like using it well, like kind of like I am, honestly. Like, and yeah, just like the idea.
Does she have like her lights hooked up to it and stuff?
No, yeah, maybe a few of them.
That'd be cool.
Not like it's not like crazy. Like she's not like, yeah, she doesn't do a ton of stuff, but like loves adding stuff to the shopping list. Oh. Alexa, add cheese to the shopping list. Sorry for everybody that happened to them, but
hey, who doesn't need cheese?
Yeah, right. All these things, or like play the zookeeper game, or something, because the kids love it all. And so now Bo knows how to do it. Like, Alexa, what sound does a giraffe make? So
my dad, if there's ever like maybe like one of my siblings is like blasting music, he comes in, stop Alexa.
Oh, and you have to say it first?
Yeah, it's just like
yeah, that's great.
It's kind of funny.
I don't know if this person is joking or not. So 2-part question. Is this person joking? And their question, Chloe says, when is an appropriate time to start sharing your location with a guy you're interested in?
I think that's a serious question.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say so.
I would say if you're purely interested, I don't think that's the time to share your location. I would say like...
I think once you're
6 to 12 months into really getting to know him, maybe.
Is that right?
I don't know.
Tell me. Well, I don't know.
Just like once you're like a thing, and it would like, I don't know. But just I like this guy. When should I send him my location?
That's step 2.
Yeah. What's the advantage of him knowing where you are? That's what I was going to ask you, Timon. Like, how many people are you sharing your location with? How many friends?
A decent amount. I don't know. Not anything crazy, but yeah, it's not.
Midge?
It's never like, I think at some point. I don't know if it's still. I don't know.
Back and forth. Oh.
Topsy-turvy.
Oh boy, because I'm pretty loose with my location. Like I think it's fun to like see people's locations.
I agree. I don't care if everyone sees where I am, and it's always fun to see where other people are.
But maybe you should be careful if you have any kind of, if you don't know this guy very well or something.
Yeah,
I understand like women have to think about things differently, but I'm like, I think it's just fun. Like one of my buddies, we're not planning to see each other anytime soon. He texted me out of the blue last week. He's like, "Are you a Find My Friends guy?" And I was like, "Absolutely, let's find."
Yeah, it's a fun and it can be a fun conversation starter over text.
Yeah,
like you just happen to you're checking someone else.
Yeah,
you happen to see it's like, oh, you're here. Whatever. It's like a fun way to start a conversation.
And Catherine only has like I think maybe 6 or 7 Find My Friends.
Yeah,
and she'll like sometimes she'll just like look at it. She'll be like, "I just love when all my friends are at home." Ding 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 ding. Like warms her heart that everyone's home. Just
that's fun.
Spending time.
Speaking of that, I saw you and I just missed each other at Home Depot like 2 days ago.
Dick's. I bet I was at Dick's.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, I bet
like
so.
5 p.m. a couple days ago. Okay, I didn't zoom in, but I was like, it looks like right there by Home Depot.
Because Bo was so pumped. He's like, "This place is right by Home Depot."
Oh, I bet that was it then. Yeah, because I was like, actually, how did I not see you in Home Depot?
What were you doing at Home Depot?
Isaac and I were getting stuff. We cut the barrel off, had a little fire in the back.
I heard, dude.
Live stream with Catherine and Rachel.
Yeah, I all of a sudden Catherine was gone, and I was like, and then she was gone for like an hour plus, and I was like, I should probably make sure she's doing all right. We don't have to communicate that much, but she didn't say anything about like, I'm going on a walk.
She just left.
Yeah.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah. So, yeah, how'd that go? The
good fire.
Yeah.
Got rid of a lot of cardboard. Didn't burn the house down. It rained the next day. Win, win, win.
Easy to cut open?
No, that part sucked.
What did you have to do?
Well, I got Isaac.
Right.
We did a couple things together. We mounted the TV and then out there, and he's got like a multi-purpose tool, it's called, that you can like attach kind of a saw blade. The first one was like a wood one.
Yep.
That didn't work. And then he had the next level one. I don't know what that would be. That didn't work. So then we went to Home Depot and got the...
Got to get a metal one.
It was called Extreme Metal.
Oh, Extreme Metal.
That still didn't work.
Really?
Not very well. And I think it might have been his tools, maybe not strong enough or whatever. So what we did is Isaac drilled probably 200 holes around the outside of it to kind of loosen the tension. And then we would either use the tool or use a crowbar. I was using pliers. So I was manually ripping the metal between holes. And so it took a while. We were drenched in sweat.
Oh my gosh.
It was already 100 degrees. And then we're working on that for an hour and a half to get it off. And then I started a fire for 2 hours. So I just sweat nonstop.
You were so hot. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I ran my mile. It was a sweaty little night.
Next time you text me, I can help you. I had tools. I got a little sawzall, metal blade.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Especially if once you manually were doing all that.
That sounds nice. Yeah, well.
It's all right.
We got it.
So yeah, now you got a burn barrel. And it's not, the walnuts are not banging on it all the time anymore.
Yeah, so I think that was like pressure. It was like popping is what you were always hearing.
Really?
Yeah, so that'll stop now.
It was
Whoa.
not, nothing was hitting it?
Correct. Yeah, it was just like a.
What was changing to like reset it? That's what I'm like.
Maybe
I don't know how it was
air
going
or
in and out
humidity
again.
or-
Interesting.
Yeah, but it was. I think that's what was happening.
Interesting.
I saw it happen one time.
Whoa. Is that wild? That sounds wild, dude.
Okay. It's hard to read through these while podcasting.
It is.
And I know I had one, and I had it in gray. Oh, there's a lot of questions similar to this. A lot of people ask about like side hustles. So this one says from Hannah, we need to bring in extra money each month. What are some side hustles we can do? And the other very similar questions are like, I want to make a little extra money on the side. What would you recommend? Little side hustles. I would say like 5 years ago, I was on Craigslist every single day. Just seeing like what are people offering for? There's like a part of Craigslist, now I don't remember it, but just like creative services, writing services, labor service. Like people are like, they're like putting jobs out there, like gigs and stuff.
That's how we got that joke writing.
Yes. Yeah. So Craigslist has stuff. Fiverr is a website where people are always posting little job things. You know, if you have like some kind of like niche random skill, even if you don't, buy a Canva Pro subscription, pick up some Fiverr graphic design things. Maybe you'd like that.
Yeah, I wonder how much those pay. $25 a thing or whatever you think? Yeah, I think side hustle, I don't know. There's multiple answers. I think you could do a part-time job that might be just as effective as anything and just go deliver pizzas. You know, that's what Dave Ramsey's whole like,
Really?
That's his like stereotypical like, yeah, you can deliver pizzas, you know, on the side. And,
Go deliver pizzas.
They're always hiring for that, whatever. I think Facebook Marketplace, there's so many things in your house that you probably don't need and that you could sell on Facebook Marketplace.
That's a win-win. You make money and you declutter.
Like I've almost always sold a tool that like if I post a tool from my, you know, shop on Facebook Marketplace, they sell really quickly. People are always looking for tools on there.
That's good.
Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty easy thing to, you can't really like, what's the word? You can't make like a counterfeit tool. Like sometimes I feel like with
Might
like,
get scammed here.
like a MacBook, it's like, I don't know if this is safe to like buy a computer off the internet or something. I don't know. I think bigger picture, woodworking, like in general, you can make a lot of money or, you know, a substantial amount, like a side hustle thing. And that's what I did. It was a side hustle at first. And then of course, eventually it became a real thing. And like, you can build your way up in woodworking. Like you can buy maybe $200 worth of tools to start and like be set to like start. Kind of like you can buy a $500 camera and probably be good enough to like shoot some stuff for people who aren't expecting insane things, you know, like there's people out there that were like, oh, we weren't even going to do a photographer for our wedding, but we'll hire you for $500.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you know, you do a few of those and then you get better and better.
I think anything could be learned on the internet. Just about anything can be learned outside of, you know, maybe certain types of surgery on the internet. So even if you're like, I don't really know how to do woodworking or graphic design. If you even somewhat feel like you have an inclination towards that, I bet you could figure it out.
Yeah. YouTube, you could build a house on YouTube. You could get a law degree, I think, on YouTube these days. YouTube U.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. What else? Any other side hustles time?
I don't know.
Pyman?
I was just looking at Craigslist like after you said that. I was like curious what comes up. Some random stuff on here. I don't know.
Is Craigslist even like, I wonder how many people are on Craigslist these days.
It's crazy how I remember how Craigslist looked 8 years ago and it looks the exact same now.
I think that's like their shtick. It's
Yeah.
like, we're never going to change from the Times New Roman ways.
Yeah.
Like we're never really going to develop a good mobile app. Like, but
Yeah, how's it look at Timon? Any good gigs?
If you're an athletic built guy and want to play a cowboy in a social media campaign, deliver 6 lines on horseback. There's one in KCMO. So if you want that.
Not bad.
I mean, when you get down, sorry, go ahead.
No. I didn't have anything else.
I just feel like when you get down to it, the way that you make money is by creating value for somebody, and whatever that looks like, whatever that means for you, create value, and you should get paid for it. Like, therefore, if you have an experience, if you're really good, whatever, you're a lawyer, and you could pick up one more. I don't know. If you're a lawyer, you're probably not looking for side hustles, but whatever. If you're a social person and somebody needs help with something socially, or you have good decorative eye, like somebody will hire you to help party plan for them or whatever it may be. So
There's so many things on Craigslist services right now. You could go be a dog sitter. Go house sit. Go.
Dog sitters are great.
Yeah, dog walker.
Sammy
Even.
Kirby, is that her name? Sammy is her first name. Ghosty. That's her full-time job is a dog sitter, I believe.
Full time.
This guy needs
Springfield.
This guy needs a background singer for one night. His band is playing at a high school reunion. $50 to hit the high notes in some songs.
Timing? Thinking about it?
Yeah, DJ. I've thought about a few different side hustles. I've thought about is like a DJ business where I like just teach people how to be DJs for weddings and just I have the equipment and like I have like some soft skills that I can teach them how to say these lines and you'd be better than if you just introduce it this way or like. And another one that I had, and I think these are probably both saturated by this point, but like real estate photographer.
Oh yeah.
Because it makes a huge
Go
difference.
buy a drone and
Yeah, sure.
I might get into that soon. That's what I'm thinking about. Like just trying that.
Yeah, but it makes a huge difference like on your real estate listing how good the pictures are. So if you can come in, spend an hour or less in a house, take some amazing pictures, and then charge them $200, you're making $200 an hour. And then you teach other people how to do it. Oh, bam. That's not a side hustle. That's called a business. So,
last thing I could think of would be like stealing people's dogs and holding them for ransom. People pay good money for their dog back.
Yeah.
is it just dogs, do you think?
Primarily, I would start with dogs.
I would start with dogs.
Once you've proven you can do it with a dog, you move on.
I've heard turtles surprisingly like weight to financial ratio is pretty good on those.
Their shell is like a rhino's horn.
Their shell's like a
People will
rhino's
poach
horn.
that.
Yep.
Oh, Tom, I've been needing to ask you this. I'll just ask you on the podcast. Is there a way? I have an idea for a video. So in tennis and pickleball, there's a thing called poaching.
Yep.
When like the doubles player comes in front of you. So I want to do a video, 10-second video, just like, hey, just a heads up, watch out playing this guy. He loves to poach. Hard cut to a guy just shooting a rhinoceros with a rifle. Boom! And rhinoceros falls down on the pickleball court. See, told you.
I love it.
Is that possible? How do we shoot that?
I'm not a VFX house, but
You're not
we
what?
could. I'm not like that's what you call like a production studio that does
Guys,
I knew
visual
that.
effects.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know he was a whole house.
VFX house. I think
Raise
that's
the
a thing.
roof. Raise the
Is that
roof
from this VFX
I knew
house?
what it was. I knew what you were talking
Okay,
about.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the word house that threw me off.
Okay, yeah. I could have said VFX guy. I was thinking
Thank
like
you.
team.
But a house is like a whole thing.
Yeah.
I get it.
You raise the roof if it's a house.
Yeah, baby. Just casual raise, baby.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm starting to understand.
But it could be like where you lean into the fact that it doesn't look that real, and it's, you just somehow like rotoscope out a GIF of a rhino falling down. If
Okay.
there's that somewhere,
Okay.
that's an idea.
He lost me at rotoscope.
This house.
I'll be honest. I don't know what that is.
I
house
can't raise the
thing.
roof on rotoscope. I think it's a rifle.
Rhinoscope. I mean,
I want to look into that. I want to see. That's a fun idea. I like the idea.
Easy, but I think people would love it. Hey, heads up, this guy loves to poach.
Yeah.
Just shoots a rifle. Got him.
these days, Twitter would make you believe that there's a million, apps that are making these videos that you can just AI exactly what you want right
AI
there.
house.
Yeah, an AI house.
Dude, maybe that's where our time is best spent. Just find the best
Honestly.
AI video
Yeah.
creation tool that just like a man shooting a rhino and just find the best one.
Yeah.
AI house.
Yeah, raise the roof. Timon's raising it.
Timon's raising
You can't see it, but he's raising it. All right.
All right. Consider it raised.
Not like I taught you.
Hey, just gonna tell you. Anyway, that's Ghosties on a couch.
Thanks, Ghosties, for getting on that couch.
Then Ghosties down the couch.
Move that couch. What do you think about this random thought? Kids run everywhere. Why do adults not?
Rachel's brought this up before. She loves that kids run everywhere.
Is it just because it would be too fast and too efficient? Like if I was like, hey, I'm going to go get some from your fridge. You want anything? And then I ran, would it be like, well, that was weird. Why'd you do that? Like, because why do we stop? When do we stop? We stop at 6 years old, maybe?
Stop running.
Stop running. Like,
I'll occasionally run to like, I feel like in my house to like get something, I'll run like across the house.
Fire's still
how,
alive.
how
sometimes.
fast? Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being
It
sprint,
depends.
1 being
If it's like
walk.
this is annoying, I have to really quick get this thing from like downstairs. I'm going back up, very fast. I don't know, 8.
Hey, not bad.
8?
Yeah, sure.
Wow, you flying.
6.
Shaking the block.
It's in the house.
Do you skip stairs?
I skip stairs anytime I go down any stairs.
Wow.
Down?
I'll go up
Down.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'll skip
Down.
stairs.
Never.
In my house, I'll skip stairs down.
I got to see that.
I'll do it.
Yeah, take a video.
Take a VFX.
Oh yeah, get a house. Yeah, VFX
in the house.
I would. Really? Go
think
down
so.
skipping stairs.
I'll skip for sure. It's just like I'm so familiar with the exact, obviously, layout of my own stairs. I'll take 4 steps down them, probably. If I'm going
What?
fast,
That seems like
What are you doing in this house? You're skipping 4, or just it only takes you 4?
if I'm running down my stairs, it'll take 4 steps probably. Wow. I might be.
You're psycho.
I need to go home and test these things because I'm pretty sure.
Also, I want to know how much faster that is.
Probably not that much.
Because I would have to brace myself every time I jump down. Or else I would fall and hurt myself.
I would take a video of this, but I just know I would look so dumb. Like just skipping, like it's just like I found the most efficient
funny.
way, but I would just look so dumb doing it. I know I do.
Running
But I
through
don't
the
care in
house.
my own house.
Yeah,
My
just
own
like the
VFX
idea.
house.
Just like the idea of, I love like Bo. Every time I ask him to do anything, he runs to do it.
Yeah. Brooke, you go grab that?
Dum, 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 dum. Like
I would
I've
run in
never-
college if it was raining outside. I've talked about that before. I couldn't believe everyone just walking in the rain.
Dude, speaking of, last night we went to meet the teacher night for Mother's Day out.
Okay.
So Bo and Rosie are doing Mother's Day out. They have new teachers. They went this summer, but different ones. So it's kind of like preschool, but they just go once a week. Meet the teacher night, 6:30 to 7:30. Catherine's like, it's a casual thing. You know, we don't have to get there right at 6:30. But at the same time, she seemed stressed about getting there on time. And we got there by 6:38, and she was like, I don't know about this. Last night was raining, kind of randomly, like pretty good.
Small cells. Powerful, though.
Small cells, but those cells, yeah, when they get over you, that cell tower, you had some good service. So like, yeah, all of a sudden, as we get to this preschool, it just starts pouring down rain. And so Catherine's like, all right, I'll go. Bo's on my side, so I'll take Bo. You get Rosie and Henry. And so, like, and maybe it was always pouring down rain, but it felt like once we got out of our car, we both had umbrellas somehow. Once we got out of the car, it was like all of a sudden just a deluge.
Worse.
Yeah, just like downpour.
It went like it got really bad yesterday.
And it was down south by you time. I mean, it was 159th, so not crazy, but like
yeah.
Pretty close to Becky's house where she has that pickleball court.
pretty close, like 5 minutes or less.
Yeah,
Probably
raining
so,
at
yeah.
both houses.
I would say a lot of houses, yeah, a lot of rain. Yeah, just downpour all of a sudden.
Yeah.
To the point where like my umbrella's flying away. I'm trying to like detach Henry's like car seat from his little holder. And then Rosie, when I open the door, the wind just hits Rosie, like all this rain hits Rosie in the face. So she's like retreating to the corner of the van as I like take Henry out, put him on the ground then to try to go grab Rosie.
Oh, geez.
And so Henry's just getting
Soaked.
absolutely soaked. Rosie's crying.
Could've used a
Henry
roof.
starts screaming. My umbrella's, yeah, right here. I just throw my umbrella into the car because I'm like, I can't hit all these things. Grab Rosie, grab Henry. We run in. And since we were like 8 minutes late and most of the parents are better than us and got there on time, we are
No one else.
completely soaked. I mean, like,
And no one else even had rain.
no one else
probably,
had anything on them, dude.
Yeah.
And since we were a little bit later, we had to park a little bit farther away, and every inch, and like literally, Catherine's like going up ahead with Bo, and I just yell, I just go, "Save yourself! Go inside! We'll be fine!
Don't wait."
And we get in there, and I mean, like 80% of my shirt is completely soaked. Like
Wow.
it is like, and so I'm meeting all these new teachers, like just look like I just like got done running a marathon. Like, hey, I'm Rosie's dad. I'm Brad. Yeah, good to meet you. Like. It's raining out there. I don't know if you heard. I was like, what are...
Heads up, it is raining.
It was one of those classic, like, what? That's just Brad and Catherine. Sometimes just stuff happens like that. So,
Dude, that reminds me of when we left the Florida trip and having to walk through that downpour. It was just so wild having to get to the airport completely soaked.
Yes.
Luggage, socks,
yes.
boxer. I mean, every piece of us was soaking wet. That was so funny.
Because we were running kind of late, and so we couldn't really wait for the shuttle to come get us.
It was just such intense rain for the 5 to 10 minutes we were out there walking.
Yeah, we were completely soaked then, too.
Yeah.
I would say that this was the same level of soakage, but like within 20 seconds of us being outside. Like it was like we were
Such hard rain.
Oh, it was like such a beautiful day yesterday. I'm not a
Great
weather
day.
guy. I'm not looking at to see what's about to happen. And all of a sudden, I was not ready. And I felt so bad. Bo gets in the car. We're running late, kind of stressful. And Bo's rain jacket's kind of small on him. He's like trying to pull down the sleeves. He's like, it's just too small. I'm going to go get the other one. And I'm like, Bo, you're fine. It's not even raining outside right now. Like it was kind of raining earlier and it stopped where we were. So I was like, you'll be fine. Just don't, you don't need a rain jacket. It's not going to rain on you. And he's like, oh, okay. In which half the time that wouldn't work. But this time he's like, okay, great.
Oh,
yeah.
logic.
I'll just throw my coat inside and come out without one. And then of course he didn't let me, hear the end of it. He's like, well, Dad said it wasn't going to rain. And it poured down rain on me.
Rained pretty hard.
Oh, it was a wild time. So anyway, fun times as a dad. Fun times as a parent getting rained on.
Rained on. Should we do our comments of the week?
Yeah, you're gonna have to help me with mine. No, maybe I can find it. I'm bricked, but I'll.
Mine's from Abigail 11111. Ghostrunners is the real deal. A lesser podcast would have cut the part when they cleaned up the table. Not these guys. Brad and Jake continue to talk, and Timon works hard to find a decent angle for viewing. Thanks for the dedication and authenticity, fellas.
That was great when Jake was his butt was right in front of the camera.
Thanks, Gurley. Also, I think by the time this comes out, Ghostrunners will have hit 4 million total views on the channel.
That's pretty cool.
It says we're at 3.98 right now, so you tell me. Now, Brad, it is your turn. Would you like to share your comment of the week?
Where is it? Maybe we've already liked it on YouTube.
God.
Oh, wow. Not at the same time, guys.
Danielle Miller, 4609. This will probably never happen, so I will just go ahead and say it. But I have had the exact app idea for probably a year now. I would call it Cream of the Crapper.
Yep.
The idea for the bathroom rating, cleanliness. It's an app where you can review public restrooms. I don't even know where to begin to develop an app like that, but it would be so helpful. Can you imagine if we make that? We add a pickleball her and we just
add a pickleball her.
So that's mine. Thank you.
Nice.
Did you have one?
Oh yeah, sure.
Hey.
I thought I was gonna. No, someone said that. Did anyone else feel like Timon was speeding up his beatboxing slowly to psych out Brad? And I wasn't, but I want to listen back to that because that's just a funny idea.
Faster.
I wish I would have.
We don't use metronomes. People ask us all the time, like, "Are you using metronomes?"
You have in-ears in?
Perfect, you guys are. Yeah.
Nope. You auto tune the beatboxing?
No. Wins of the week. Mine is going to be that Rachel has really started talking in her sleep lately. I mean, she always kind of does, but I mean, more than ever lately. Okay. 2 nights ago, I'm still awake. She's asleep. She jumps off of her side of the bed, basically onto me, freaking out. And of course, at this point, I don't even really try to tell her it's a dream. I'm playing into him, what do you see? What is that? What is that?
Really?
Yeah. Love antagonizing it. What's the matter? What's going on? She goes, there's an animal on that desk. I said,
what kind?
Well, I thought I saw that. What was that?
Yeah.
There was a cat. There's a cat on that desk. We have to get away from it.
Really?
And then I was like, oh, you might have been dreaming. And then she started dying laughing. And then she's just fully awake. It's a weird transformation. It just giggles.
You can tell when she's awake though?
Yeah, because it's very odd. Sometimes she'll wake up. She's looking at me like Henry.
Yeah. Just.
And I know she's not really awake, still kind of dreaming.
Right.
Just kind of stare at me I didn't think it was hitting his trash. And then I'll wait for her to kind of wake up more. He's like, whoa.
Really?
I think I was dreaming.
Just snap.
Yeah, it's wild.
Interesting.
But she's really in her bag lately with just all sorts of weird sleep stuff.
My win of the week is cottage cheese in your smoothies.
Wow, what's it do for you?
It just tastes amazing. I don't know.
Creamier, proteinier.
Really? It provides protein and it's creamy. I don't know. I had heard somebody say it before and it was like, cottage cheese is always kind of inherently gross to me.
Old milk.
Yeah, it just feels like this curdled, spoiled stuff. But I've been appreciating it more and more recently. And specifically if you put it in your smoothies, it really turns it into quite the treat. I mean, it just gives a little bit of not sour, but just a little something in there. I mean, I recommend anybody to try it out. So,
have you ever put cottage cheese in your scrambled eggs?
I've heard. No, I haven't.
Okay, because my dad accidentally discovered that many years ago.
Okay,
and now doesn't ever not.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Just fluffs them up, or
I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard milk can do the same thing, but
yeah.
Yeah, I love eggs. Love eggs. Love protein. Really, just I need vindication for the Chick-fil-A 30 count. I sent you a picture of it, and you're like, "What'd you say?"
I said either your hands are huge or the 30 count is not as big as I was imagining. So when you said you were trying to cut back by ordering off of the catering menu at Chick-fil-A, it took me by surprise. And you
Sure.
said you got a 30 count nugget.
Yeah.
I was imagining like a tray of nuggets.
Yeah.
This is like a handheld, like
Yeah.
small turtle shell size.
Yeah. Like it'd be like a regular sized Bondi bowl.
Yeah. That's a good comparison.
Yeah. Like I'm like,
Unknown caller.
that's fun.
Now, what the heck does that mean?
I don't know. Should I? Yeah, sure. I don't know.
Oh, but it's Bluetooth. So it'll.
Hello.
The EIDL Help Center has been trying to reach you with an urgent message.
EIDL.
You were pre-qualified to reduce your SBA EIDL.
This isn't gonna be anything interesting. I already paid off my SBA loan, so I don't know what I'm pre-qualified for. What? Get some more? Nice try.
Anyway, vindicated. Smaller than you think.
Yeah, or just massive hands. Either way,
Hey,
vindicated.
Good for you.
Doing just fine.
Yep.
So
Cottage cheese.
You
Win of the
any
week,
wins?
Simon?
Probably just playing pickleball on Friday evening. Anytime pickleball works out, I feel like I don't actually get that many chances to do it.
well, there's fun.
Played with some friends.
Yeah, pickleball is always fun, but like Friday pickleball,
Friday with,
there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
a Y.
Yeah. Friday.
Yeah, that was fun. I
Where'd
don't
you
know.
guys play?
Nothing crazy. St. Andrews courts.
Oh, yeah.
They're like not the best condition courts, but like probably the second closest to us and the closest with lights for sure.
Yeah, they're lit up.
I mean,
You and the boys?
Becky's, but
Becky's.
yeah,
That's
the
fun.
boys. It was fun. It's a ton of fun.
Yeah, man.
Good deal. Fridays all around.
Yeah.
Good answer.
We'll pause.
I brought some paddles with me to Cincinnati. We played
That's fun.
pickleball. Steven Swick had never played.
Never been offended. Never played pickleball.
Never been yeah, exactly. Maybe those things go hand in hand because I was ridiculing him quite a bit on the court. No, he was a natural. He's an athlete. Did just fine. Just classic, like would always go up after we served. You know, it's like, let it bounce.
You got to stay back.
And he did a pretty good job of like scooping it from a bounce. Like he was
Balls at his
halfway
feet.
up and like the ball would be behind him and he'd kind of like, he let it bounce and then hit it back. Like just let you know, that's not going to that's not going to work forever. But I brought a bunch of my Vulcan paddles
Oh yeah.
and then gave him a Friday paddle, one of my Friday paddles, let him have it. But he would hit a few out and he's like, well, it's not fair. You have the Velcro paddles. I got a Friday paddle.
Velcro.
Like it's Vulcan. He's like, whatever. Yeah, same thing. I was like, Friday paddles are great, man. So
I've really introduced. I've converted all my friends
let's go.
Love it.
to Friday.
And I think the Vulcan paddles you have.
Oh.
That's nice. They're not carbon fiber. It's like it's the old school model of pickle paddles. Fiberglass.
Yeah,
We're out on fiberglass.
See ya.
So Steven, that's all you. Carbon fiber should have been plenty.
100% was all him. Yeah, of course it was.
You have the Velcro ones, dude.
He was pretty. I mean, he was good. And then of course after that, like he texted us the next day. He's like, "Boys, never thought I'd say this, but I could go play some pickleball right now." He's into it.
It's so addicting.
Like welcome. So
Fun.
yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Hey, come to Branson. What are you doing? What are you doing at home on Friday, September 13th through Sunday, September 15th?
Bonus comment of the week. Just off the top of my head, Angela Birdwell commented, "I cannot wait for Branton. It's going to be so fun." With like a lot of periods.
I cannot wait for Angela Birdwell to be in Branson. It's going to be so
Yeah.
fun.
Yep.
Got your 6, Angela.
The
Birdwell.
bird mama, we call her.
Bird mom. Yep. She gets it. she's our beautiful dove.
Flying north.
So
For the fall.
I am so pumped. It's going to be so much fun. Ghostrunners.life/Branson.
Yeah. See you in Branson. No playbook email.
Oh, Good Ranchers. You should buy Good Ranchers.
I figured we'd put it in afterwards once she gets back to us.
We'll put it in afterwards, but just GRKC.
So you guys know what we said earlier.
You're going to love it, guys.
Yep.
We
Right.
always love it.
No Friday with a Y DM yet.
Not even read yet, dude. Let me double check.
It is
Sent 59 minutes ago. Man, hey guys, love the videos. So funny and original. Too sarcastic. I should have. Maybe I'll go to Ghostrunners podcast, send him another one.
Hey guys, seriously need these paddles.
Seriously,
awesome.
cannot get enough.
We should make that segment into a reel, and then that'll explode. They'll get all ridiculed.
Ridiculed.
I mean, they have 0 followers on the Friday pickleball one. I don't understand.
They have 448 followers, but 0 people that
sorry.
are following.
That's right.
Either way, hopefully it doesn't. By the time this comes out, that page is not going to exist.
So fun.
Don't even worry about it. We'll see you guys next Monday.
We love you guys. We'll see you then. Timon, say the thing.
Bye.
Live in the light.
Nailed it. Living the light.
Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday.